Okay, time for a second English video. Alright, just the other day, I saw the new poster for Hangover Part 3. And I was like, damn it! Why are you people so lazy? I saw that and I was like, that's just fucking lazy. And that got me thinking. Original concepts, original ideas. You remember those? Those existed in some time, some parallel universe. Probably until, the 2000s came up. In the 90s there were original ideas, and, some movies were only done because of nostalgic value. So they did reboots of some movies that, it was fun and stuff. But now it's getting fucking obnoxious. But not only is it getting, kind of out of hand, but now it's affecting the advertising. And that's really something that should be unique in every kind of sense. We have this Hangover poster. And we have the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 poster. And it even says it all ends here, now, whatever. There's no date on the Hangover thing. It's only... No, it says Memorial Day. Okay. And that got me thinking. Are we really so desperate to copy advertising themes from other franchises? Is it really come to this? Has it really come to this? Film is an art form. It exists so that we can express ourselves and tell stories, original stories. It's funny, I wanted to do this video for like weeks or even months, and just yesterday or the day before yesterday I watched the video from Red Letter Media, their Half in the Bag segment, where they talked about Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, and Jack the Giant Slayer, whatever. And they had a little segment in the last part of this video where they talk about current films and current trends. That's when I thought, okay, this isn't news, so we should really talk about it and, try to get behind this whole idea of movies that are made for brand recognition and, just, I would call these films, we've seen this shit before and people buy this shit, so let's just make more shit. One of the most glorifying examples is, and always will be, the Transformers movies. The first Transformers I liked. I really liked it because it wasn't stupid. It was a nice family action flick, but it had moral, it had story arcs, it had everything. It had a villain, I think. Yeah, he only is in there for, the last hour of this 3-hour movie. But okay, there's a villain. And there is this fish out of the water character, the Sam Witwicky character, and of course we got the damsel in distress. It's almost like Star Wars in like a new way, for the new generation. Whatever, do not crucify me because I, compared Star Wars to Transformers. But of course, that was a nice original concept. And then came the dark of the then came Revenge of the Fallen Guy, revenge movie. Let's just call it Transformers, the revenge movie. And it was completely stupid. It was ridiculous. And of course people bought the tickets for this crap because it was the same shit again. Okay, and then we got Transformers the Dark Side. No, it's not even the Dark Side of the Moon. It's the Dark of the Moon, whatever that means. I don't know. The Dark Side of the Moon would make a lot more sense than just the Dark of the Moon. And of course, this movie was even a step further into the what I call shit-mageddon. It was just a lot of destruction on the screen, and there was this Victoria's Secret model, and of course Shia LaBeouf yelling, "Optimus!" And of course then there was the Steve Jablonsky music, you know, he's basically just using cues of Hans Zimmer and creating new soundtracks, and he's getting money for that. It's obnoxious. Okay, and now we get Transformers 4, even more shit blowing apart. Okay, right, I get it. Okay, it's just the money. We reuse what people used to like in the past and transform it, no pun intended, to new shit. And we just shove more shit on the screen, and we have to electrify our story, you know, from part to part. Otherwise, people will lose their interest in the franchise. You know, that's how companies think. And smart people, you know, they do not make sequels. Smart people do not make sequels unless they're really necessary. You know, if you want to, you know, do like the Lord of the Rings movies, okay, you have to do 3 movies because there are 3 books. Now we have The Hobbit. The Hobbit is a single novel. And Peter Jackson is going to stretch that out into 3 films. It's a 3-segmented picture now. You know, it's 9 hours, and Jesus, there are no more original ideas, is what I want to say. There's adaptations, there's remakes, there's reboots. I mean, oh my god, we got Star Trek now rebooted by J.J. Abrams. Okay, I get it. He did it in like a cool way, with lots of lens flares and shit exploding, and now Uhura is hot. Okay, it's just, I am used to movies that meant something for me. And that's why I don't get why people are so upset when they talk about Steven Spielberg's War Horse. People say he should apologize for War Horse. Why the fuck should he apologize for making a movie that is not a sequel or not something people can recognize this easily? It was a fucking play, it was a theater, it was a musical, it was a novel. Now he's making a theatrical release of this story. And it was awesome. It was a real good story. It was told in a way you can relate to this fucking animal. It appears that people seem to forget what movies are all about. It's about getting into an environment you're not used to. And I think that's why people liked Inception so much. Fuck, it was about dreams. It was completely ridiculous in a way that was awesome. I mean, Ellen Page is bending whole street blocks and the revolving corridor, and so many great ideas. Of course, he didn't explore sex fantasies and people flying and people falling, although there are some people falling in this one. But he had an original idea. Which leads me back to the Hangover poster. Making The Hangover was one of the best decisions ever made by a studio. It was funny. There are movies that trigger something that's cool. You know, it was the Blair Witch Project, it was the found footage trigger, it was Star Wars was basically the trigger to everything, Industrial Light and Magic and all that shit. It was everything Star Wars. Then of course we got Scary Movie. Scary Movie was the trigger movie for all the spoof movies. You know, the plague on our nation. Spoof movies. Jesus Christ, are they fucking stupid. And of course The Matrix also triggered a lot of movies using the slow motion, the bullet time, and the, you know, it's fast motion, slow motion, fast motion, slow motion. Paul W.S. Anderson did this fucking effect in every single of his fucking stupid movies. And okay, and now we got The Hangover Part 3. And the poster is basically the same thing we have seen in Deathly Hallows Part 2. So this kind of shows what Hangover has become. This first movie was about, you know, just some guys getting very, very drunk or sick, and a lot of fucking stuff happens, and you know there's a tiger, and there's Mike Tyson, and he punches him in the face. Then came The Hangover Part 2, and they did the same thing, only switched continents. And now we get this ridiculous, over-the-top idea. It all ends, and we see, you know, Las Vegas burning, and we got the Chang character, and we got the Zach Galifianakis character, and the, like, opponents now, for some reason, and everything is just very confusing. I don't know if it's just a marketing gimmick to get people watching this movie, or if actually, I would love if, you know, they just fuck up Las Vegas and everything is about to be destroyed. That would be awesome. I would watch that. But it has nothing to do with the original concept for The Hangover. It was a movie not meant to be sequeled, if that's a word, I don't know. So, okay, comment below, let me know what you think about this whole trend going on right now in Hollywood. And also, subscribe if you want to see more. It's a German YouTube channel, but I want to do more videos in the English language to see if people are actually interested. I just want to know if I can expand the range of people that I'm talking to. Okay, right, let's stay tuned and see you next time.